Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Teesha, and today we're going to do another really big post-burn reviews. I really like to come back and talk about these candles at the end of the candle just to share with you my burn experience, what I was able to smell, and if I would consider repurchasing these candles. Were they a one and done? Do I recommend them to you? All of the things. I like to share that I got the idea of this little series I've been doing on my channel from the Santa Maria. She does amazing candle reviews. She's so intricate in how she describes scent, and anytime she's recommended a candle that I picked up, she's never steered me wrong. So she definitely knows her stuff. So definitely, if you don't know her, which most of you do, check her out because she does amazing reviews. And I know that some of us here are always just looking for those reviews on candle brands that maybe we can't go in store to smell or all the things. So let's just jump right in. I have a lot to share with you. I have from Goose Creek, Aldi, Bath and Body, even some Kringle little minis here I want to share with you. So let's jump into those first, I think. So I did share this in my overall Kringle collective review, but I did get a chance to go through all of these daylights. Now, what is a daylight? It is a kind of 1 day trial, if you will, of the candle. So it comes like this with a single wick. And yeah, some of these still have some wax in them, but for the most part, I finished them all up to a point where I felt comfortable burning them. They definitely give you at least, let's see if it says on the back, up to 12 hours. I would definitely agree with that you can get a nice 12-hour burn experience. And what I found pretty cool about these is that you actually can get a really good idea of the throw of this scent. I wasn't sure if you would be able to with it being so small, but I was burning these all over the house. I don't have like tea light holders or anything, so I was sticking them on some candle lids that I've kept just, in case like it got bumped or anything, because, this does have wax in it. So if it gets bumped, it's going to be all over. That's just not fun to clean up. But a lot of these scents, I was kind of blown away. So I actually thought this was a really good deal. This came in like a bundle like this of 12. I think I paid somewhere around $20 for that. And maybe that's too expensive to some, but it was very similar to trying like the wax melts of a brand. I just wanted to get a feel for what the scents were. If you're not familiar, sometimes a scent like Essentials, I wouldn't really know what that was. But of course, on the website, they have really good descriptions of their scents. And so far, I've been really impressed with what I picked up from Kringle recently. But this was a great opportunity for me to try 12 different scents and kind of know putting some candles on like a wish list, maybe for a future purchase. Right now, I'm trying to do a no buy. I know I said the no. And I know that I've talked about that a little bit this year and not really done a great job with it. So I kind of switched it to a low buy, but I'm feeling really good with all of the things I've picked up. Now in April, there were some makeup sales I participated in, and I haven't shared that with you. I don't think you've probably seen it by the time this goes up, but I did try to really stick to one eyeshadow palette, one lip product, like one that I wanted, check it off my wish list and move on. But Bath and Body Works has been having a lot of sales lately, and I participated in not all, but definitely a lot. So I just want to take the rest of this month to just enjoy what I have. And I know I won't miss anything. I can pick it up later, but basically this is my way of just getting prepared for semi-annual sale, using up some more stuff, and really kind of knowing if I really want to back anything up or if I'm good with just what I have type of thing. But we'll do some videos about that later in the month or beginning of June. So these are really nice for trying the scents, kind of getting experience of what the scent is going to do for you. And I do like that they have paraffin as well as soy. Most of the candles I've liked the most, not like one's good, one's bad, were of the soy formula. Just a really clean burn experience. And when you've been dealing with not so great clean burn experiences, Goose Creek, I'm looking at you, it's really nice to just have a candle that's like no fuss, still throws, all of the things. But they don't offer everything in that formula. So I've kind of made a little list of scents I really did enjoy, and I'll just briefly share those with you. So Blueberry Cream Pop was such a nice, like creamy, almost like ice cream, I guess, like very, very creamy blueberry, and it was so strong. It was really, really nice. Somerset was a beautiful scent as well. I was kind of wondering what this was, and it just smells like dusk in a really nice like place, maybe some floral trees, you're just sitting outside enjoying it. It just was kind of like a really nice experience. Fruit and Flakes was delicious. I really want to get my hands on this candle. Cinnamon, you get the corn flakes, you get the blueberries and strawberries. It'd be a really nice brunch, breakfast, kitchen scent, and I loved it. Watercolors was pretty good. This was just pretty. I don't know how else to describe it. Just a nice, pretty scent. I would love this in body care, truly. There were some that were kind of basic, like Coconut Colada. I did not really care for Rosemary Lemon. I think it'd be a nice kitchen scent. Neapolitan Sundae was really good. I felt like this was going to be good. You really get a nice, like a chocolate, mostly chocolate, maybe like creamy with vanilla. Didn't pick up a lot of strawberry, but it was really nice. I would like to get a candle in this. And probably my favorite scent was this Dragon Fruit Lemonade. And I really want to get Pineapple Reed and Watermelon Pop. So again, this isn't like a wish list video, but I got my experience out of these. Like I said, they all definitely burnt for like 12 hours. So going through this entire pack and just getting to sample the scents that they have was really awesome, because again, each of these burned for 12 hours. So this was like a week of enjoyment. So that was definitely worth the money for me. Okay, let's jump into single wicks. That's usually where we start. So I did get through this pumpkin spice latte, and this candle I just love to light in the mornings when I'm drinking my coffee. So again, the burn was probably me, because sometimes I have an hour, sometimes I have a couple, but we all know this scent, we love this scent. It's just a delicious coffee, but it's like not just black coffee scented. It's got a nice caramel note in there. Well, pumpkin spice, but it kind of comes off as like a caramel latte for me. So this one burnt really well. I got this at semi-annual sale. These are on my list, and I'm still working on that single cruise video so I can use up a whole bunch of single wicks, but I'm surely hoping to come across some of those test candles at SAS. Another one I got through was Cereal Milkshake. Now this is from Huntington Home. These are really nice too. And again, for me, I like to blend singles with 3 wicks, 3 wicks with 3 wicks, singles with singles. And so it's not because the candles performed poorly. I like blending scents, so as I'm walking through my house, I have new scents that I'm smelling and kind of, ooh, I would love that in a candle if they mixed pumpkin spice latte with cereal milkshake. But this was just a nice creamy vanilla scent. Not overly fruity, not overly ice cream-esque, but just like a nice creamy vanilla. I really liked it, and I think I got that for like $1 or something. Super good deal. And then we come to our first of the single cruise blend, and I'm just going to briefly touch on this because I will bring these back for that video. But my first blend was Hop to It Sweet Carrot Cake mixed with Pumpkin Bonfire and Flannel. And this did not quite work all together as a set of 3, but the one I'm burning now is working even less together. It's kind of funny because again, it's giving me like a challenge. So I'm trying to burn them all at the same time and make the scent work. Now, what I've kind of been doing is moving them a little further apart if it's a scent that's just not meshing. So this together, I definitely started with what I thought would be the worst, which was Flannel and Hop to It. This is just a nice, clean, soapy scent. You know, it's definitely a men's cologne scent, and it did absolutely nothing for our poor little sweet carrot cake. This is a very strong scent, especially in a single. So I moved this one very far away, and then I tried these two together. Pumpkin Bonfire with Sweet Carrot Cake. Now this smells exactly like, walk with me through this little scent memory. You baked a cake and you opened the window because it kind of made that space a little warm, and someone outside is burning leaves. That's exactly what this did. Now they're both kind of fall scented, so they didn't really bother me, but the smoke note in here is the strongest thing. It way overpowers. I think it's a white pumpkin. I need to write down the scent notes just so I can share them with you, but you get a little bit of like a cinnamon clovey scent mixed with a smoke scent, and then, you know, a little bit of pumpkin, but they worked together. You know, this one was a very gourmand, sweet cream cheese, carrot cake, cinnamon spice, but that's exactly what it gave me the memory of. I was like, oh, I baked a cake, open the window, and someone's burning leaves, and it's kind of coming in through that space. So they worked, but we'll share more about that in that video. So then again, once this was done, because this was the one I started with, it was Easter themed and it was super good. I really enjoyed this one. Maybe we'll find some at SAS just sitting around. I don't know. These work together just fine. Again, this is a smoky scent. This is like a men's cologne clean scent. So, you know, this really turned fall quickly. And again, we're in spring. So I thought, I might have liked this blend a little bit better in a different season, but I did get through those 3. And again, I'm going to do a video on those blends just because I have a lot of thoughts to share with you guys. So there's that. Okay, let's jump into some candles I really liked and then some candles that really I didn't like. I did burn through these two candles. I bought them because I thought the packaging was cute, and I actually had kind of planned to gift them, and then I went a different route for some friend gifts. This one is Thank You Next, and it doesn't have any scent notes. I did like pull it up online just to see if I could find anything. I couldn't, but it definitely to me smelled like the perfume Thank You Next. There's a strawberry in here that just is identical to that perfume. And I thought it burned pretty well. You know, there's a little bit of like leftover residue, but like not too dirty. I didn't really do much with the wicks. They were those curling wicks. So I just kind of was mindful when I'd see that, I would put it out. And the other one that I burnt through was As If Dream On. This one I just thought was the cutest one. And this one is kind of a little earthy, a little like not even fresh, but like outdoorsy, earthy. So it almost has like a smokiness to it, herbalness to it, you know, almost like a dirty vibe. And I liked it. It kind of worked really well for spring, I thought, because, you know, at the beginning of spring, everything's just been winterized. So nothing smells pretty. Nothing smells super fresh and green, but it's kind of like getting there. And this one was just definitely like very earthy, and it was good. I liked it. It didn't have any scent notes, so I don't know exactly what's in here because that's never been my thing. But I liked the burn. It did pretty good. Like I said, a little dirty, but like kind of when the candle gets down to here, or like, you know, maybe like here, I'm not like super like watching it. I mean, I watch them, but I'm not trying to keep them clean or anything because I'm kind of getting used to getting them at the end of life. But I definitely recommend those. Anytime you get to Aldi's, I always recommend just giving what they have a try. If you like them on cold, I, for the most part, had very well performing candles from Huntington Home. So I have no complaints for you there. But let's jump into some candles that I didn't like, and then we'll end on a good note. Okay. So I did love the scent of these. These were in my Goose Creek collective haul for spring. This was Harmony Honey and Wildflower. It has notes of honey, blooms, and vanilla. And this one is honey vanilla, and it just has like vanilla, honey. I can't remember what they describe the honey as, but it is a very rich honey vanilla. I like these candles in these black jars, but they do have white wax. And I feel like if they were to color the wax on these, they wouldn't be so dirty. Because as you can see, it got pretty dirty during our burn. But it was very well hidden in this jar versus when the jar is light colored. You can kind of almost see it as you're burning it. And you're just like, whatever. That was not the problem. These both, as I lit them up, the first 1/3 of these candles performed well. I loved the scent they were giving off. It was honey, outdoorsy, like some floral, it's light with this rich honey and vanilla. So I burnt these together. And like I said, the beginning, really, really good. I got to, especially with Goose Creek, burn them for a much longer time to even give you any of my thoughts, because before the halfway point, the scent changed. It changed when I would light them up within 10 minutes. And I don't know if it's the amount of fragrance oil they use, or is it that wax that's getting discolored, grody, and burnt smelling? But they almost smelled like a generic baby wipe to me. A little bit of that, like, I don't think they have alcohol in them, but it wasn't kerosene or gasoline smelling, but it had turned and it changed. And the honey was gone. I couldn't even smell honey or vanilla or even the light floral in here. And I just don't know why. Like I said, you see that. It wasn't overly sooty. This is, you know, you wouldn't be able to tell, but I can kind of wipe. Like, it really wasn't overly sooty. That soot was going right into the wax, and it was changing the smell of these candles. So the overall thing is that if you love Goose Creek candles and you've already figured out how to burn them, then this isn't for you. But for someone that might be excited about the scents and just not sure about the performance, I would say my biggest disappointment is that I wasn't excited to burn these anymore. I can get through just about anything. We all have tricks that we've shared about putting them on warmers, putting them in candle crocks, you know, yada, yada. That's all good and fine and true, but I just wasn't enjoying burning these, which is what you buy a candle for. So I didn't want to I am going to get a wax warmer and a candle crock. I am. But I don't want to buy it just to finish these candles off. So I just finished them off, but I know from like the whole halfway point on, I was not enjoying the experience of these. So there's my thoughts on that. Some more kind of slightly disappointing, not all, but kind of. I'll start with this one, Eastery Bunny, which is this chocolate bunny scent, milk chocolate in here, sugar. First third of the candle, and I will say that that's consistent with Goose Creek. I fall in love with the candle for the first third, but that's a very small amount of your burn time. You still have the rest of that candle. The most disappointing thing about Eastery Bunny is that the wicks were duds. Like, I'm talking up here. Like, I didn't even get to the halfway point, and I would light this candle in a nice, well-ventilated space. I would come back, no fan, no nothing. 2 of the wicks would have gone out. And I'm like, how am I supposed to burn this when the wicks won't stay lit? With Goose Creek, I do just trim off the carbon ball so you don't get that pop that goes into your wax. And so that's all I really did for care on this. So I know that the candles were kind of self-trimming in a way where, like, I didn't trim the wicks down. They are pretty short, but that really wasn't the problem, because when the wick would light, it gave me a flame, but it just would go out. I don't know, like, if it was just a one-off dud, but also the scent on this changed quite quickly. Like I said, first third, it was this beautiful creamy milk chocolate scent. Loved it. Rest of the candle, it was burnt. It was even like a little bit like a generic, like, waxy scent in here. Like, it wasn't even like birthday candle wax. It was like something's burning, and like if you threw something into a fire that you shouldn't have, you get like an extra scent out of it. Something's burning and it's not okay type of thing. So not a lot of milk chocolate in the bottom third. In fact, this one isn't quite done, but it's like 1 wick's lighting at this point and I'm done with it. So that was a disappointment. I cannot fully, like, I know they're having great sales, but I think they need to go back to the drawing board, either changing wicks, changing the wax that they're using. I mean, a lot of these are a soy wax blend, but I don't have problems with other candles that are much, much, much cheaper that have that soy wax blend. I don't have these problems with that. So I really did like carrot cake, but I did not like this carrot cake as much as I like sweet carrot cake. It was lacking like a cream cheese sweetness. Burnt pretty well, burnt really fast. This was like the first one I was done with, and I didn't have any issues with it turning, or like I didn't see a lot of pluming or soot, but I didn't like the autumn spices is what they called it, the blend. It wasn't sweet. It wasn't overly cinnamon. It was like they just kind of threw together whatever was left. And so I wasn't getting anything predominant, but it was just like autumn spices, not like cinnamon spice. So I think that's why I prefer sweet carrot cake to this one. But the burn experience overall was not bad. So that's kind of my thoughts on that one. Jelly beans was a favorite. This one I liked a lot, and it didn't burn too bad. Like, you can see a little bit of, I mean, the wax is discolored, they're always going to be. But like overall, you know, not a horrible burn. I liked this one quite a bit. I actually like this a little bit better than Tutti Frutti Candy, because Goose Creek, right off the gate, first couple of burns, super strong. So I could smell this one far better than the others, and I'm taking a little Goose Creek break because I'm just super frustrated. But if I wasn't, this would be probably the only one I would pick up again, because I liked the scent so much. It was just very sugary, almost like a peep kind of a thing. But they have a candle, I don't remember if it's this one. I actually think Marshmallow Bunnies is supposed to be their peep scent. This one, it kind of could be jelly beans, but not a descriptive jelly bean. Like, I like Starburst jelly beans, or my son likes the sour ones. This is like your classic bag of just like a candy scent with a little bit of fruit, but you couldn't really pull out the fruit notes. I liked it though. I really did, and it didn't burn terribly. Okay, last Goose Creek, then we're gonna move on. Marshmallow Bunnies. I liked this one, but what I thought was strange was it has like the marshmallow scent, but then it also has this like buttery scent. It doesn't belong. It doesn't smell like Rice Krispie treats. You know how you put some butter in with the marshmallows? But it was like a buttery peep. So I just really wasn't sure about this one. It burnt okay. Like, again, that's probably, you know, like the second best burn. A little bit of discolored wax, but not as much sooting, which I'm happy with. But I couldn't really get over that the buttery note kind of came through the strongest for me, and I kept thinking, am I burning one of those like butter popcorn scents next to this, or a caramel popcorn? I wasn't. In fact, I remember I was burning this in one room and the carrot cake in another, and I was just like, I'm getting this weird buttery peep scent, which, by the way, I would not try buttery peeps. That does not sound good to me. So those are all my Goose Creek burns. Like I said, not all bad, but just some frustrating, some scent changes I did not love. It was really hard to reset the air when you get that like weird alcohol baby wipe smell, really going with those honey vanilla, honey lavender, honey wildflower. And then the Easter candles are just underwhelming to me. So I'm taking a break. I'm not saying you'll never see Good Crick on my channel again, but I really wish that they would address some of these issues because I think they have a great like team of people putting together scents. They've worked on their packaging. It feels like a Bath and Body Works candle. Whereas before I would have said, I'm not having as many burn issues, but the packaging just seems like Aldi and they were charging Bath and Body Works scent prices. And now they look cute and I love what they're described as, but I'm not getting that. And so we need to talk about that as a team. Okay, so then 3 Bath and Body Works scents I have, and then we'll be done here. Lavender Vanilla. Love this one. This is Lavender Blossom, Creamy Vanilla, White Wood, Sugar Musk. And this was just a nice, relaxing, I use this on Sundays a lot because I do that self-care where I light a candle, do my journal, do a face mask. I love this scent. It's not one I need to have all the time. I think I have another one, but this is probably as far of a toe I've dipped into like an aromatherapy candle. I've just never picked them up. I know I've missed some really good ones, but this was kind of aromatherapy-esque to me with the lavender and the vanilla. I don't know white woods if I really got that. There wasn't really any smokiness to this or woodiness to this, but the sugared musk came through quite a bit. So it was a very pretty lavender vanilla scent. So I really enjoyed that one. I like this packaging too. And these burnt just fine. Other 2 that I did finish, one is from the Tropics collection. It was a Tropical Island Colada. This has scent notes of pineapple juice, coconut milk, sweet vanilla, and crushed ice. And that crushed ice was the first thing I was getting when I started burning this candle, but no, it's really good. I thoroughly enjoyed this one. Again, I think when I started burning the Tropics collection, it was the wrong time. We were just burning this at the wrong time of the year. It wasn't ready for the scent. I didn't really want the scent, but here we are. And now I'm just getting this smooth tropical drink mix. Again, mellow, but still through, and I really enjoyed this scent. So this would be a great scent for blending because there's just some basicness to it with the vanilla, coconut milk, and pineapple. You could do so much with this one and make your own scent, and I love the lids. So I'm probably gonna keep that. But the last one was Coral Waves. And again, I did a re-review or whatever I called it, collective review of these spring candles once I had burnt through pretty much all of them past the halfway point, just to talk about them again. Coral Waves became a favorite. I only have one more and I feel like I should probably pick up another one or exchange out for another one. I have a little crate over here of candles that I bought 2 or 3 of and I feel like I just didn't need that many. So they're all brand new, like the last couple of months. I overbought online or whatever and I'm like, I probably could try something else or fell in love with something else that I didn't know that I love so much. So this is Peach Nectar, Beachside Coconut, Fresh Mango. And again, that's really it. It's just, it's simple, but it's good. I don't know how else to describe it. It's been described better by so many people. I liked the peach in here because it wasn't creamy vanilla peach. It wasn't like a floral or what else they try to do with peach that sometimes turns and makes us be like, that smells like animal pee or something. But the Beachside Coconut was really pretty and it's mixed with mango and it's not too sweet. This candle, I feel like when I was thinking about it, I was like, that's going to be a really sweet candle. It's really not. It's really more authentic to the fruits themselves, and the coconut isn't sweet. I think that's what they mean by Beachside. I feel like this could be the scent of like a tropical destination or something like that, but it was really good. So if you haven't tried this or you picked it up and you weren't overly impressed with it when we started burning it, I keep saying this, but I feel like we were coming off of a Christmas high of like cinnamon and pine trees and they were just so strong, and then some of these scents were really mellow and we were like, oh, they're not great. But this one I really enjoyed, and once it was over I was like, ooh, this is one I would recommend. So I would definitely recommend this one. I would recommend Tropical Island Colada. It's nothing revolutionary, such a dramatic word, but it is really nice, and I just think it'll be such a fun summer candle if you love sweet fruity scents. Lavender Vanilla, I don't know if they have out right now in any type of form or fashion, but this is nice for just chilling, relaxing. It is a scent that puts me in a relaxing mood, so I like that one a lot. I always recommend Huntington Homes because I just have been impressed with what they've given us for quite a while now. I know the price got up a little bit, but we have to be honest, like a 30 wick candle for $5 is pretty good. And I mean, we just don't get that really very often from any other brand. But that's it. That's all of my post-burn reviews for the last couple of weeks. I've got a bunch of really good candles to bring to you next time. They're all kind of getting to that last 1/3. So again, I may pick this up to a weekly video so I don't have so many, but sometimes I just have other ideas and they bump this video and it ends up being another 2 weeks before I bring it to you. So we end up with this many. But thank you guys if you watched this point or watched any of this video. I appreciate you so much. Let me know down below what you've been burning and loving, and if you tried any of these candles and had a different experience. I would love to chat with you because you guys teach me a lot in the comments, so I appreciate it. And other than that, I'm gonna let you go and I'll see you in a video probably tomorrow. Thank you guys.